for a variety of reasons. And we need the students to be able to have access to technologies and be able to use their digital literacy, not just now, but also in the future. They'll be able to use these skills when they are working or when they are their own content creators and producers. It is significant for academic success and also for communication, because students use not only digital literacy every day when they are talking to each other on, through text or through Snapchat, sending information to others through TikTok. They are consumers, they are creators, and we can utilize that in the classroom for them to be able to consume and create material there that is academic. But this also is effective for communication for these kids when they are not just in an academic setting, but also outside of the classroom. They can use audio blogs, they can create presentations, they can interact with one another. There are many different platforms in which they can do this. But there are some barriers to digital literacy. In my school, we have a lack of technology. We have things that don't actually work. Go to the computer lab and maybe 6 computers work out of all 20 that are there. So having the lack of technology can really impact the ability for a whole classroom to be able to utilize their skills. They have to take turns and they have to wait, and it can be very frustrating for them. Also, we don't have the same technologies in all classrooms. We have some that have laptops, some that have tablets, and some that have laptops that are touchscreen, but others that are not. Some have to use a mouse. It can be very confusing for kids when they're in a different setting, like in my music classroom, when they don't have the same technologies that are in their rooms. We also need teachers to be trained on how to use technologies and how to train the students to use it. As the music teacher, I see the kids once a week, and starting next year, less than that. So I should not be the one that has to teach them how to use these technologies, and yet when I'm using them for creation of music and composition, I do have to teach them how to use a mouse, how to turn the computers on and off. This is something that needs to be done by not just me, but all the teachers in the building. And when we have under-resourced areas, we just don't have access to the internet, access to devices, or the certain technologies that some students require to be able to have equitable access for their disabilities. Having equal access to technology would be fantastic, but it requires not just buy-in from the district and the school, but also the community to help raise funds to be able to have these things available. During the pandemic, Verizon offered and followed through with creating different hubs around the city for free access to Wi-Fi for students and for non-students alike. It was really important for our kids to have this because not all households had this, and they couldn't access school. They couldn't get online to do their work. Sometimes they had to go to the library or sit outside in a car somewhere near one of the hubs. So having access to technology inside and outside of school is really important. And being able to have any modifications needed, any kind of assistive technologies or devices, that is really important. I don't think we have many of those in my own school, and being able to have that for our students so that they can all access their digital devices and learn about digital literacy is imperative. So this is my presentation. I hope it is not too long on digital literacy equity in schools. Thank you for listening and watching.